Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector75, and welcome back to another Transformers review. Sorry, just trying to get comfortable here. Yeah, for this review, I thought I'd continue my Generation 2 theme. I'm pretty certain this is probably one of the last ones, so we're going to do this one. Yeah, this is of course a Generation 2 Megatron. In my opinion, probably one of the best Megatrons ever, really. I know a lot of people won't agree with that, but to me, it is. I do have a couple of minor quibbles with the figure, but I'll get onto that in a minute. Right, I'm just going to show you his box quickly. This is his box. This is a European box, unfortunately. This is why I couldn't stand Transformers Generation 2, to be honest. At the time, obviously, I didn't really know about what toys were coming out in America or what have you. But over in America, of course, you still got just the English language. We decided to get, well, we were forced to have, rather, every other bloody language under the sun on these. So it limited the bios and everything, even the box art. I mean, for some reason he's got the Autobot logo instead of a Decepticon one. And actually, there was a few differences on the figure because of that as well, which was very annoying. Yeah, so what was I going to say? Yeah, so it's why I didn't like it. But considering that, we actually did get a different bio and a different can't think what it was, motto. Yeah, and oh, my mirror's just fallen back now, otherwise I'm not going to be able to see what I'm doing. There we go. Right, yeah, his function is still Decepticon leader, but his motto is everything the Autobots have is rightly mine. And let's have a look. His bio is of course different because the American bio was taken mostly just from the original G1 bio. This one is a bit different. Megatron is the ultimate tyrant. His genius and greed fuel his desire for absolute supremacy, and so he leads the Decepticons in a battle to overcome his arch enemies, the Autobots. Armed with lasers and missiles, he fights for control, and in tank mode is an impenetrable force using cannons and explosives to invade the Autobots' territory. So yeah, it's a bit different from the American one, probably completely different. But we did get a who's also out at the time. It's got featured the laser rods over here were called Illuminators. Rotor Force were called Rotorbots. The Dinobots were called Dinobots, whatever. And the Autobot cars were called Heroics. We also got a reissue of the Sparkler Minibots, though it was just Flame Feather and Sparkstalker, I believe, but in all weird translucent plastic. The Decepticon planes were called Sky Raiders. I don't know if it all focused that well. Let me try and get it a bit straight for you there. Yeah, you know, it was a bit different, of course. But anyway, that's enough of the box. Let's get onto the figure itself. And now then, of course, Megatron was rebuilt by G.I. Joe in the G.I. Joe comics. So I think it was about issue number 138, 139, something like that, into this giant green tank. I think it's an Abrams tank. I could be wrong. I can't remember exactly what tank he is. But he is gorgeous. He is absolutely fucking brilliant. I really do like this. I wasn't too keen on it when I first got it, but over the years he has grown on me so much. A couple of minor quibbles I will come to in a second. But for now, let's just look at his gorgeous tank mode. He's got nice chromed paint on these wheels there. Unfortunately the treads don't work, of course. He does have little wheels that will just run along. He's got a nice little machine gun turret there. I'm trying to get it in the light so we can see it. What else have we got here? He's got a nice bit of detailing all around him. He's got some stickers. He did come with a little Generation 2 logo. That was the factory applied sticker. Let me just lift his barrel up. I put this one on. This is a Repro labelled Decepticon insignia. And I don't know if anybody else has one. This bit normally flips up due to the the way his head is kept in tank mode. But I managed to fix that just by putting a little bit of paper in between little bits. You'll know what I mean if you try to remedy it. Anyway, yeah, he's got fantastic tank mode, and of course this takes batteries and has got 5 electronic sounds. I'm going to come to those in a second. This guy was reissued in the Beast Wars line as Megastorm and was given a slightly lighter shade of purple camo, and all the electrics were taken out, so you know he didn't come with none. And what else? Yeah, he came to look like eyeshadow around his eyes. That was a bit weird, but you know, still there we go. Right, let me get onto the sound effects. He's got one sort of like tank noise that's activated by pushing this little wheel under here. And there we go. I don't know if you can hear that. So you can just imagine him driving by. like that. Goes on a little bit. There you go. It's just stop now. Yeah, it's all right. It's not the best one. It's supposed to be activated, so when you push down on it when you're playing with it, it's all right. It goes off like that. Right, the machine gun is detachable. It comes this little robot gun. Right, next sound effect is the gun itself. When you sort of like cock this, it will make a noise like that. And then when we fire it, I've got to move my cup of tea out of the way. Otherwise, this will will go straight in the bloody tea. It will fire the missile and make a noise. So I've got to try and do this so you can hear it. Well, there we go. I'm sure you heard that. But you know, you also there you go. Oh, his missile's just about run away. Right, and so yeah, that's it. Really, that's all the noises he'll make in tank mode, of course. One of my sort of like, oh, we wasn't supposed to do that yet. One of the quibbles that I do have of this, of course, the tank turret won't turn, and this gun only has a limited, well, elevation like that, and that's all I do. And then he's got this giant gap in there, unfortunately. Yeah, other than that, you know, he's all right. Right, onto the transformation. So I don't think there's nothing else I want to say about this guy in tank mode. Actually, yeah, we'll say about this now. You can put all his missiles in there. It all sort of like this opens, and all his missiles are stored in there. Which is pretty good. Can hold about 4 or 5 at a time. Yeah, I think that was it. Oh yeah, one of the other things, because of this guy was the European release, he's supposed to have "Peace Through Tyranny" written on either one of these sides of his barrel, I think, or was it something? I can't remember. And I think he may have had a sticker there, or am I thinking of the Combat Hero Megatron? Either one, it was definitely supposed to have something written on the side, I'm not quite sure. But this one didn't have it because of that. Either that or I'm getting really confused with Megastorm, could be wrong, because I'm pretty sure he's got "Peace Through Tyranny" written on him somewhere. There we go. Sure, someone out there knows, so I just can't be bothered to go up in my loft and get Megastorm out and have a look. Still, there we go. Right, so to transform this guy. I haven't transformed this guy in about 3 or 4 years. Can't remember the last time I got this guy out. So, and I haven't transformed him. I was going to practice it, but I didn't. I thought it'd be more fun to do it on camera. So here we go. Pretty certain this is what we do. We need to split basically the tank halves and just rotate this down like that. And to be honest, we're nearly there. Right, spin him round. These sections here will open like little doors, like that. Then we just simply fold out the little legs and sort of like move them across like that. I'm sure you can see that. Then we just click them into place so they will stay there. Now on the back of his legs, I don't know if we're going to be able to see in here. Let me just do it so you can sort of like see the light. He stores his little extra missiles in there. And he takes one on each side. Anyway, we close these little sections back up, making, well, actually does give him a better look because then he hasn't got giant holes. Right, so next we get this section here and we just rotate it under. There's a couple of little grooves that he's got to slot straight into, like that, and sometimes sets off that little tank noise, but he didn't this time, which I'm pretty pleased about. Has a nice little M there, that stands for Megatron. Right, the next thing we do is rotate the arms down like this. Now we're supposed to take this little green thing off. I'm not quite sure what this is supposed to be. I don't know if it's a radar antenna or what, but we'll take it off. Right, so we rotate the arms down. Rotate them like that. Rotate the forearms like that. And we're almost there. Then his little shoulders are on little hinges and we just have to, so make sure you can see it, push it forward like that. It gives his arms a little better look. And then the next thing we do, this has got a bit of automorph, I believe, is we move this giant gun, or his giant rail gun, to this side and his head will flip up automatically and there he is. There's Megatron. Now then, we can bend his... Oh, that was me. Oh, sorry about that. Right, anyway, you can bend his little arms at the forearms like that. Here's a nice little groove just there so that you can move them like that. Right, and that is Megatron in robot. Almost forgot to flip out his little toes. He's got his tiny little toes. There he is. Yeah, and so this is Megatron in robot mode. And he's quite a good-sized robot. One of the other quibbles is, of course, because of his size, Optimus Prime only comes up to here on him, so he's like double the size of Optimus Prime. Even Laser Rod Optimus Prime is smaller than this guy, so it was a bit strange why they made him so large, but there we go. Anyway, you can put his little, I can't remember, I think it's this one, put his little gun in his hand, and he has laser firing noises. Or is it this one? Oh, there we go. There we go. Let me try that again. Put it in this hand. There we go. That's pretty good. And what else has he got? He's got the Megatron attack. If you push down on his head. There we go. That's not very impressive. And of course his guns will still make the same noises, and his gun will sort of go up like that. Yeah, anyway, look, to give you a bit of a concise comparison, I have a Revenge of the Fallen figure out handy that I just bought, which is of course Jolt. So as you can see, let me come back like that, there we go. He's about twice the size of Jolt in height anyway, but he's a lot more bulky. Yeah, this guy actually, I mean, for play value, I had lots of fun with this. I mean, I bought this when I was about 17 or 18, I think. Yeah, I think it was about when I was 17. Spent all my, I was out of work at the time, so I spent all my dull money on this. It cost me 40 quid. I had to buy it from Hamleys. It's about the only place you get it over here, because Generation 2 toys over here at the time, it was pretty bad. So yeah, I mean, I do like this figure. I give this 5 stars all the time. His articulation lets him down a little bit, and his gun not being able to move. But to be honest, is it better than the Generation 1 Megatron? In a lot of ways, yes. But of course, G1 Megatron is, well, G1 Megatron, and you can't fault him for that. But this guy is just great, and because of course G1 Megatron's alt mode, which was his gun, you could play with it as yourself, holding a gun, but what interaction did he have with any other Transformer? Not a lot, but at least this guy, when he turns into a tank, he can blast them in his tank mode. So, you know, but still, I think it's brilliant. Right, have I got any more to say about him? No, I think not. I think this I've said enough. Yeah, so this has been Graham, the Collector 75. I hope you like this review, and I shall see you all next time.